there's a question whether non-state actors can carry out or perpetrate armed attack according to the Article 51 of the UN Charter. Until 9/11, it was debated, but no longer so. There is a binding resolution of the UN Security Council, also of NATO, and also of the American countries. You name it. It is very clear today that indeed non-entity actors can perpetrate an armed attack in accordance with the Article 51 of the UN Charter, against which one can issue Self-Defense Act. Today it's clear, but it wasn't that clear before 9/11. And ultimately, what do you do? And indeed, once there is an armed offensive, it was done by terrorists, but these terrorists are not collaborating necessarily with a country or a state. If a state collaborates with them, then that is an easy answer. This is the script of Afghanistan of 2001. The Taliban regime, in its evilness and folly, decided to collaborate with Al-Qaeda, and the result was a war between the US and its allies against Afghanistan, and the Taliban regime was defeated in Afghanistan, and now it's being defeated in Pakistan. Those who think that it's going to revive are wrong. But the question is, what happens when there's no state involved? And the answer to this was found by a number of countries, such as Israel or Turkey. If you take the Turkish case, just to illustrate this more clearly, against Turkey, there's constantly terror acts who originate in North Iraq. But behind them, there's no government. The government in Baghdad does not stand behind them, nor any governmental entity. Even the formal Iraqi Kurdish population are against them. So what can the Turkish government do? Just show them the other cheek to say, oh, we're sorry, we can't do anything about it? No. The Turkish are sending their own army to northern parts of Iraq every now and then, in pursuit of those Kurdish terrorists with this degree of success or another. We did the very same thing in Lebanon, by the way, a number of times, at the time in which the government in Lebanon could not prevent terror acts against us. So did we abstain from doing something, from reacting? No, we did enter Lebanon against those terrorists, but not against the Lebanese government. In 1982, what we call the First Lebanon War, which is a totally mistaken name. It wasn't a war against Lebanon. We never fired one bullet against Lebanese soldiers, and they didn't shoot at us. There was full cooperation between us and the former representatives of Lebanon in southern Lebanon. And Lebanese soldiers closed themselves in their camps and abstained from reacting. And in 1993, there was not one incident. So that has an answer. And by the way, I developed this idea in a very detailed manner, and I'm very happy to say that so far 2 judges of the international law, the Dutch one and the German, accepted my opinion, and most of them abstained from expressing their opinion in a ruling that was done on the matter of Congo on this matter, but most of the justices abstained from giving their verdict.